Can take on the newspaper headlines. We'll be moving over to the reviews. And in the studio with us is Chris Maduka. Chris Maduka is going to be joining us for this review this morning. Chris, good morning.
Good morning, Joshua.
Good morning,
Chidi.
Chris. Good morning. I love your blue. It's a blue
Let's talking about
blue
colors this morning.
has a thing to do with royalty.
We
I
started,
refuse to communicate
even
or
dropping
to add.
bomb. You say honorable.
Yes,
We don't
It came
talk.
from
I will add that to
Okay,
my
he claimed he's
portfolio.
honorable.
He said he was an
I'm
honorable.
surprised that in
I had
Nigeria, you still have people who are referred to themselves as honorable.
honorable. Yeah.
Well, I felt that was like a prestige position. Now I'm feeling like I should change it.
I'm feeling like I should interview.
Well,
Why,
good
why
luck.
do you feel
And
you're an
don't go to
honorable?
the street and say
An
you're
honorable
honorable.
member.
Don't go to the street. It used to be.
Well, now, Chris, let's
If
move
you go to the street and say you are dishonorable, well, that's better.
Yeah.
People will want to understand that.
Of course, let's go to what's trending right now. I mean, PDP leaders move to safe party. You can find this on the Saturday Tribune. With riders as his governor's BOT says no faction in party.
I think the headline would have been PDP moved to disorganize their party. The PDP leaders has comfortably and systematically disorganized their party. So whatever they are doing now is fire brigade. I've described them as some people that you know what you're facing, you know what you're up to, and you are there pursuing shadows and left to the substance. There's this proverb that says that any group of people that are just missing and are smiling, they're missing and they're smiling. He said they will just go into extinction. Obodo na-efu efu na amụ. They had efu photo. You will go there, you will not see anybody again because that's how they will go in. Because people will not understand that they are going. And that's what has happened to PDP. Must they get to this level before they save the party? I'm sorry.
Do you think they can still save the party?
If they want to. The fact is that among them, why is who becomes the chairman more important to them than the life of a party that has the potential to be the next ruling party in Nigeria? That tells you their psyche.
Chris.
And then who is putting the fire? Most of them, I'm sorry to say, are paid the destroyers. They have destroyed themselves from within. And until they do what they did for, what's the man going to Nineveh?
Jonah.
Oh, you know.
Okay.
And find out how they are going to do their, juggle the thing and now say, it's you that is setting all this confusion. I don't want to say setting fire. So that you won't say I said anything. Then they say, leave this party. So that if the heaven will fall, let it fall. Instead of just be smiling,
comfortably
suffering.
Say at this point that PDP is heading to the gallows and there's no redemption? Because what comes to my mind actually thinking about PDP is what happened with the gifts of Troy. The Trojan gifts. It seems that because you mentioned that it's happening from within. It's a different thing when you're besieged and someone is attacking you from the outside. When we talk about other parties and other, agents or agencies that are against the PDP or opposition. But now we're talking about enemies from within. I mean, how would PDP, survive this when you've passed the stage of being on the siege? You're now dealing with strongholds within the party structure.
I am from Anambra State.
Proudly.
I grew up in Anambra State. And I watch PDP as a party to watch in Anambra State. It's the same, not knowing themselves that I've met them. They systematically lost Anambra State for a long time, and they are still in doldrum. So the PDP in Anambra State is just for mention, because they have not gotten their standards there for a long time. And that's as it beginning to happen to them nationally. They've lost it though. They're still setting fire. And they're going to lose more. So what if The little you have, instead of fighting to grab more states, you are losing the ones you have. That's the leg Nama we take rich in Umaya. Let's go on. The idea is that if you want to redeem yourself, you need sacrifices, sincerity, and truth. You don't just what is happening to Nigeria is happening to them. All these political parties, I wonder. But the idea is that most of the times, when the ones at the center, people will be pointing fingers at them. If I am the political party at the center, and I find the opposition, likely opposition, strong oppositions, doing it, I will sponsor them. I will help them. Oh, you want? I've been looking for how to set you on fire, and now you went and bath.
You said there's redemption for PDP. Let's look at PDP in Rivers State, where one man is holding both APC.
I don't know. PDP. I don't know what you're talking about. We have a sitting governor who is a PDP man.
On paper, and he has or in reality.
I was told he has a godfather who he fell out with. His godfather, he fell out with, is still PDP. The sitting governor is still PDP. And they have PDP River State, and they have PDP National Working Committee.
There are several, evidence to show that this man that we are talking about has performed a lot of anti-party, activities against the PDP.
So why is he still there?
That is the big question. That is the big question.
Is it that they can? Is it that PDP can't do without Wiki? Because I don't know why we're saying this man. Is it that PDP can't do without Wiki?
That's what I was saying. I was saying PDP is a party that are very strong, important people that have been in politics in Nigeria from their days of G34. They fought, brought out democracy, and took Nigeria to a certain point until the same internal crisis set in. And they begin to chop both sides and talk from both sides of their mouth. They lost Nigeria. And this is where they got into. Even at the point where they are talking about PDP, what killed your father? He says mushroom. What killed your father in Edo? Mushroom. What killed your father in some other states? Mushroom. Now, what are you holding in your hand now? Mushroom. You think is redeemable? Until they drop the mushroom that is causing their systematic death. I have bad news for them.
Question is, are they willing to drop the mushroom?
Well, the choice is up to them. Will you force it? If they want to commit suicide, what they call political suicide, and go into extinction, it will be a record. One time, there used to be a party known as People's Democratic Party, PDP power. Some of
the held
children
sway from 1999
to this time, and then it's gone now.
These are people, when they come out for campaign, they went to the studio and wax records, breakable records. You play, they have LPs, they have, when you come with campaign, beautiful melodious music, you know that the party, they organize and they really have intention and they're focused.
Chris, because of time, so let's finally on this PDP saga. Do you think they have an opportunity in the 2027 election?
With what they're doing?
Yes.
You also want me to, from my mouth, you hear, if they want opportunity, the opportunity is given. If they don't want it, let them go fight from River State to go to Osun, and they come back. Anywhere they go on, fight, go Abuja, go there, from Damagun to Debaco.
I love that.
And then, I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
And then when time is there, they will now start. I know where they're going to come and ask who they're going to ask to follow a sinking ship.
All right, let's get to Saturday Vanguard. So there's this caption that actually comes across to me as being a little bit misleading, but I don't know what you would think, Chris. Ajero reveals understanding with Tinubu, written boldly. We accepted 70,000 naira minimum wage for government not to increase fuel prices. And now, obviously, government has actually increased fuel prices. But does it actually show that Ajero, shows understanding with Tinubu, right? Because
the negotiation was lengthy.
Yes.
And the funniest thing that happens with that negotiation was that if it wasn't more decent society, it will be made open. They made secret deals, and now it's now like Ajero's word against Tinubu.
But was there not a communique that was, issued after the meeting?
The all I know is that they've agreed on what we had. They all came, stood before camera, and all were smiling that they have reached an agreement. The government will pay 70,000 naira. It was all over the headlines. We reviewed it here. And we're even up to now. Only about 3 states I can remember that have agreed to pay out of 36 states and 1. Now, even at that, when even the state have not agreed to pay, the federal government has gone ahead, got us to a point where they are now saying, when it is more convenient for them, federal government will say it's NNPC. When it's not convenient, they will say federal government. It got us to this point where everybody has had to buy fuel in Nigeria at an average of 1,600 naira, and at a fee, a salary of 70,000 naira. That is not paid. Some people are still buying at low price. I think something is wrong with this nation. Because people are still, and I'm saying, if Nigeria is not robbing Nigerians, then Nigerians are robbing Nigeria. Something is wrong. For people to still be talking as we are talking, nothing has changed when it comes to income. To some people that are civil servants or workers. And we have had fuel at this price it is, and people are still moving around.
Yeah, something we don't
something
know.
Is wrong. Something is wrong. And I need to be led into it because from where I'm talking from, I can't continue. It's difficult for me, and I need help. So those who can continue, good luck to them.
Chris, I have like 3 more minutes with you, and I want your reaction on this. 16 states carpet EFCC amid lingering 776 billion naira fraud case. You can find this on the Saturday Punch. I just want you to quickly react to this. I mean, 776.
Yesterday, we talked about that the ego has turned away ego eyes from the people who have. If there's in my place what they call the oath of 9 persons. The oath of 9 persons, if they say Joshua has committed an offense and is so serious, they will come to the village square and say, Josh, bring 9 people from this community to stand behind you as you take this oath to say, to clear and tell the people that you are a good citizen of the community. If you can't raise 9 people to stand behind you, they call it the oath of 9 persons behind you. If EFCC and ICPC will look at Nigerians and tell them that they are sincere, they are accountable, and they are doing their job right, and they are not being bought, and they are not even father of the sleaze and graft they are fighting. If they come and do that, then we go back. Why are they carpeting? Who is carpeting them? If they are sure they are doing their job, why should anybody carpet them? I don't even understand what they mean. 16 states carpet them. So I don't know what it is. So these are the kind of things we're hearing, so that it looks like something is happening and we're going. What does that mean? Look at the amount of money involved. Is it that the EFCC, that money, that EFCC is their words against 16 states, that the 16 states are now saying EFCC is wrong? You know what that money means? This selective discharge of justice, selective discharge of who to arrest and who not to arrest, it's what kept, and then that means if you don't have who stand behind you, then you are a suspect. So God help us, God help Nigeria, and as we move on, the way we make our math, we lie on it.
Thank you very much, Chris. It's always an amazing time, an amazing session to have you here with us in the studio to discuss the various headlines. Of course, I would wish we had more time, we would have gone further. I mean, Nigeria having only just 30 heart surgeons is quite alarming for a country that is about 200
Is it
million.
80?
Just 80.
And so for 210 million
So do the
Nigerians,
math.
if you do the
That's
mathematics,
that's quite
you
scary.
have
And another development to this is that
Yes.
medical professionals are slumping and they are dying
Oh,
due to the stress. We have two that we
Oh.
lost recently in a particular healthcare facility.
the slop and die
Yes.
also has affected
One actually
him.
went for an exam and she died there.
So the doctors are now
And endangered
doctors in
species
spite of
in
themselves.
Nigeria.
That will
Well-
tell you the extent of hardship. And if somebody says, Amaechi said, made comment, and the presidency has been attacking
Came for
Amaechi,
for him, yeah.
that
Well,
you know. So
again,
so God help Nigeria.
We wish we had more
Amen.
time. You can go to all
Amen
of our
to that.
social media platform. You can go to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and we're live on YouTube. So you can go make your comments as well. We want to hear what you feel concerning what we're discussing. It's not just us in the studio talking. We want to hear your voice. We want to give voice to the voiceless that are out there. Moving over, we're going to be going to the retrospect for the week. And on Tuesday now, we had